Hey guys, Mike here from Ekim Knives, and I wanted to do a couple of shout outs to some really great guys out there, and on top of that I wanted to talk to my international customers out there. If you're thinking about buying a knife from me, some things that you should know, or maybe you could share with me on how to ease the transaction of shipping internationally. So I guess we'll go right into that, and I printed this out. Here's this, well obviously it's giant thing that says sample, but here is a copy of the customs form. I don't know if you could pause that maybe and take a look at it, of what I have to fill out when I send you a knife. Now I've sent one to Canada, which went seamlessly. That was to our good buddy Mr. Bruce Carolash. Hey Bruce, hope you're liking the knife, bro. And my first international sale went to Vancia 77 in Australia. My first international sale went all the way around the world. But there are a few things that we needed to do in order to make sure everything went smooth. So one of the things, and I'll use this, and Lee, I hope you don't mind, but in Australia you can't have a locking knife. Excuse me. You can't have a locking knife. So what he had me do was fill out on the package and on the customs form as well, in the description, non-locking friction folder, and he had me tighten the pivot down nice and tight, because he was telling me that in Australia they'll open up the package, and they did. They opened up the package and they try to flick it open, and if it flicks open, they're keeping it. So we definitely don't want any of that to happen. And I even looked into insuring it when I shipped it, and USPS, our postal service here, wouldn't even let me insure it to go to Australia, so that made me a little nervous. But it got there okay. So guys, when you're buying something from overseas or internationally from me, just please let me know if there's something I can do on this customs form that'll help it go a little more smoothly. You know, I think Lee Vancia 77 was also saying that, you know, we need to have the contact information on there, so his phone number, his address, because they'll call him and ask him, hey, what's in this package here? You know, so I guess I'm not shipping him like rare monkeys or something like that. You know, a little silly, but I just want you guys to get the knife you paid for. That's all. So, as you might have guessed, one of my shout outs is going to be to Mr. Vancia 77, my good friend Lee from Australia, around the world. And I tell you guys, he has been one of the nicest guys I've ever met. I would love to, Vancia, Lee, if you ever come here, I'm buying you a beer, I'm taking you out to dinner. You are awesome, dude. And I hope you love the knife. He went and he did the first ever video overview of one of my knives, and I'm going to leave that link down in the description below. I mean, he really took his time with the editing. He made a huge list of stuff he wanted to cover, and stayed in contact. Nothing but nice things to say. Just a great guy overall, you know. And I'm happy to call him a friend. You know, definitely a great guy. So I'll leave links to all his information down below. And I wanted to say something else, but I forgot what I was going to say. Just know that it's all positive, right? All happy, positive things about Lee. Super, super great guy. Now, we have another shout out to do, and that is to another good friend of mine. He's local to me. He lives maybe a half hour car ride, and that is Noah from Knifetography. He doesn't do YouTube. He has an Instagram account though, and as you can imagine, he's a photographer and knife collector, and a good buddy. And I wanted to do this shout out because he gives back to the community like you wouldn't believe, right? He's a super nice guy, super generous guy. I've been to his house a few times, and he's another one of the good guys. So I had planned on giving him a shout out before I made this video, and then all of a sudden I get an Instagram notification that he's chosen me randomly for this awesome pair of scales. I mean, check this out. This is made by Travis Zumwalt. You see I wrote the name right there. He calls himself the Wood Wizard. And this is some kind of I guess this is oak or maple or whatever kind of wood is in there. But I mean, look at that sheen. A pair of scales, and it's almost see-through. It looks like it's kind of floating in there, and this like acrylic epoxy and a very, very cool blue. So yeah, our good friend Mr. Knifetography chose me at random to send me this awesome pair of scales, and he bid on them on auction, and he won, and he just sends it off. But he doesn't just give to me. I've seen him do fundraisers for people in need. He just gives away stuff just for fun, and it's not all about just the giving. It's his selfless acts towards the knife community and people in general. He is very, very positive. So those two guys, Vancia77, good friend Lee, Noah from Knifetography, two good guys. Seriously. And I see some of you guys too. Believe me, I'm watching. I always got my eye out for the good guys. And I see some of you with supporting me and supporting other guys, and I pop onto other knife channels because, like you guys, I subscribe to a lot of knife stuff too. And I'll see a lot of the same guys in our little knife community here just having great things to say to everybody. Okay? So, believe me, I've been keeping my eye out for you. Sorry. Another hot one today. But I'm not going to complain this time, because in January, when it's freezing out here, I'm saving all my complaining for then. Because I'll be all bundled up in a big coat and hat and everything. So, alright, gross, yeah, I know. And also, I'm going on a camping trip, right? A little small, local camping trip, and our campgrounds kind of are terrible here. This is Long Island, so I live on a giant sandbar. For those who've never been to Long Island, this is a little hump in the ocean. That's where I live. So there really isn't too much in the way of woods, and it's very congested. It's like an extension of New York City. Not as congested. So anyway, I'm going to like some kind of campground local. It's like a state park. But I realized I don't have a big knife for splitting wood, and the reason I'm telling you this is because I'm so backed up with knife orders, and I'm so grateful for them, guys. I mean, I don't really take orders, but there's such a high demand for my stuff that I had to buy a knife. I bought a production knife for my camping trip because I won't have the time to make one. This is a Becker BK9, a nice budget-friendly, huge blade. Look at the size of this thing. Budget-friendly, huge blade, just something I could hack up some wood with, because maybe one of these days I'll make a knife for myself. But if I'm happy with it, I'm sending it out. Let somebody else enjoy it. I'll make one of these days. But that's it, guys. Hopefully this video wasn't too rambly, and hopefully I did those guys justice. Some excellent guys out there, and I'm always on the lookout for more great guys like that. So guys, I said guys like 11 times just now. So anyway, fellas, you have yourself a good day. This is Mike from Ekim Knives, and I'll catch you on the next video. Oh, before you go, I know some of you, I haven't done any technical stuff lately, but I have a video that I just have to edit. I shot it yesterday, or the other day, that has some cheaper tools, like inexpensive tools, I should say, that are really, really valuable around the shop. So I'm going to edit that, and I'll upload it, so you guys getting started will have an idea of some things that'll help you grow without spending a ton of money. Alright, Mike from Ekim Knives, you know me. Mike, see you later. Have a good one, guys. Hey guys, Mike here from Ekim Knives, and I wanted to go over a few things with you, especially international buyers, or customers, or... That kind of sounded stupid. This one's going to be about international sales or customers. Hey guys, Mike here from Ekim Knives, and I'm back with another sweaty video. Kind of help you out during the process, and I've learned this kind of the hard way, I guess. Well, where do I go from there? Something from me internationally. We're gonna noises in the house.